I heard recently about the closure of Burwood Park School. Oh, that really shocked me. I was really surprised. Because it not only just affected the people, it affected the family, the community all around there. But why Burwood Park? Then I realised that over the recent years, many schools have been closing, many deaf schools have been closing because of the interaction of the mainstream schools, which started around 1991. Burwood Park was a secondary school and had a healthy competition with other schools in the area, such as Mary Hare. So I suppose the question is, what will happen in the future now that Burwood School is closed? And I suppose education needs to change for our deaf children and education. But in Burwood School, the education, yeah, that was great, but they didn't have any. They had hearing teachers. They didn't have deaf teachers. And that was very interesting. I didn't really understand that. I don't understand why there was no deaf teachers in that school. But like with Mary Hare, I suppose it was an oral school. And the focus was on oralism. So I suppose with the introduction of mainstream schools, it seemed, I suppose, that it would close down because it was oral. There would be no difference in going to a mainstream school. But I'm sure it was still a shock for everybody when Burwood actually closed. And being interested in researching the school, but also interested in deaf history, it was sort of just really interesting to to find out what was happening with Burwood School. Now in the 1940s, Mary Hare was set up, and the amount of children that were attending that school increased on each year. By 1955 it was at full capacity, so it was required really to have another school. And Burwood Park was a vast area, and many houses had been built there during, in the 1940s after the war. And there was actually a mansion house that was in Burwood Park that actually turned into a school. And during the history there was actually wild boars running around in Burwood Park, and it's actually that takes the image on the badge, on the school badge. Now the training that they do at the school is actually sort of vocational training, so linked to work and industry outside of the school. So be industry or mechanical so that when they would leave school they would have jobs or apprenticeships. So be it vocational, such as art or mechanical or technical training. So although there was some academic, it was mainly focused on that form of training. And also gave the students their confidence that they could actually challenge the outside world. So when they got to the outside, lots of people would ask, oh, what school did you go to? And I say, oh, Burwood Park. They would know that their training would be based on confidence and work skills. But I think it's vitally important these deaf schools continue, that they need to keep on going. I think we need to stop closing these deaf schools down. Deaf children need these schools. They need to they need the communication. But they also need to know they're bilingual. They need to know both languages. It's important to be not just monolingual but bilingual too. I don't know what will happen about Mary Hare School. They have a strong tradition in moralism, and I suppose for those to carry on they will need to perhaps change slightly and change in their teaching and their education. So we'll see what happens.